Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Amber with Casa de Calderon here. Just wanted to welcome you guys back to our channel. I haven't really been on here and haven't really gotten to start anything besides our first video, but I just wanted to share with you a few things that I've been up to lately. As you can see, I'm getting things ready in my kitchen right now for dinner tonight, and I think tonight we're having the cheddar bacon cheeseburgers, and we didn't have any buns, so my mom asked if we could do something about that, and I just told her, hey, I'll make some sourdough discard buns since I have been on my sourdough journey, and I'll share that with you guys really quick. So you can see here I have been working very hard to make some sourdough bread. This is the discard from my sourdough starter kits. As you can see, that's my sourdough starter right there. And there's some extra sourdough discard here that I am thinking about making some pancakes with, possibly making some crepes, because crepes are my favorite. My husband loves the fluffy pancakes that come from making the sourdough, but I actually really enjoy crepes. So I'm going to use that mix to make some crepes, and probably going to make that for tomorrow. And so tonight we have the rolls to go with our hamburgers, and I just made some extra country bread. I've been following a few people on Instagram and Facebook, as well as on Pinterest and right here on YouTube, who are also doing this sourdough. They have many more years of experience than I do. This is my first time, but as many of you don't know, some of you may know if you subscribe to my channel, if you know me, that I really enjoy baking. When I first started baking, it was very intimidating for me, and so I pretty much stayed away from it for a while. But then as the years started going by, and with my first husband, I would cook a lot of food and try to bake pies and things like that. And so recently, the last few years with my current husband, I have been making lots of baked goods. He comes from a Mexican background, and so I haven't learned how to make tamales yet, or haven't learned how to make tortillas yet, but I am looking forward to doing those things during the holiday season this year. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself and starting on the sourdough bread. I do have a gluten type of allergy to wheat, I believe, and so what I've recognized in the past is that sourdough breads do not cause the acid reflux that I get when I eat other wheat products that are bought at the store and things like that. So I've been practicing trying to work on my own sourdough and to see if that will help with some of my stomach issues. So I don't know if any of you guys have similar things, or if you guys have tips and tricks on that, or the types of things that you guys like to make. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. But here we go. I'm just kind of giving you guys a look right now of what I've made. I also made a sandwich loaf the other day with my sourdough discard. So I really haven't started the real sourdough bread yet. I'm going to start that tomorrow. Tonight I will get it started. At 8 o'clock I'll start my dough so that it can rise for 12 hours, and I will begin to bake it tomorrow morning. So I will let you guys know how that comes out. But for now, I'm just going to get my husband and my coffee ready for tomorrow. As you can see, the coffee maker back there. We purchased online Cameron's coffee in I believe it's salted caramel pecan, or southern pecan. Southern caramel pecan, which is one of our favorites. We learned about that coffee out there in North Carolina when we lived there for about a year and a half. We had to leave there because we are taking care of my parents right now back here in New Mexico, and so we really do miss the South. It's one of our favorite places to be, but while we're here, we are just going to continue living life, and let's see what we can do. So I hope to share all that with you, and hope that if any of you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to put those down below. and I will get to them as soon as I can. And in the meantime, just stay tuned and see what kind of things that we'll have going on our channel. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to show you all what my sourdough loaf looks like, because I don't know what it looks like. I have no idea how it baked up, and so I'm going to put it right here on this cutting board and cut it open to see how it came out. Blade. And actually, I will start here. It could have been a little bit crispier, but I don't have a cast iron. I'm not a cast iron, but I don't have a Dutch oven yet. So my tops and around my edges didn't get as crispy as I'd like. But this country bread came out beautifully, and it was no need. I did a little bit of kind of book folding when I took it out, about 4 times before I just laid this on the little parchment paper and put it in the oven with some steam that I sprayed on top. But wow, that looks delicious. So I'm gonna try a piece right now. I got my butter. Nice butter softened. Let's try it out. I never thought that I could be making bread by now. I started making cakes. I thought were a little bit easier. I like to make my own cake mix, so I'm not really a fan of the cake mix from the store. And I also like to make my own frosting. I typically do a cream cheese frosting though. I do like buttercream frosting, but cream cheese frosting is my favorite. It just has that creamier, tangier taste that I like over the butter. So that's pretty much how I make my cakes as well. But let's see how this came out. Wow. The outside does have a little bit of a crunch to it. Not very super hard, which is good for me. I have sensitive teeth. I don't like my bread being too crunchy, but the inside, it's way better. Way better than what I've purchased at the store. Once you start your own sourdough bread, you're never gonna go back to that store-bought stuff, I'm telling you. It's not sour, like tangy sourdough bread from San Francisco, California. I grew up around that area, and so sourdough bread has been in my life. It's one of my favorite breads, besides rye and pumpernickel. But this sourdough bread, delicious. Sourdough discard bread. Sorry, I want to clarify. This does have instant yeast in it. Well, not instant yeast, but it has slow rising yeast from a packet. So this isn't the sourdough that's natural rising from out of the sourdough starter. But I'm starting a bread like that tonight, so we'll see in comparison how it comes out. But for sourdough discard, this bread is absolutely delicious. Actually, there is a little bit of tang in there, just a slight tang. So excited. Make sure you check out Farmhouse on Boone. I have to give her a shout out, as well as some other ladies on Pinterest that have really helped me with coming up with a good sourdough bread. Now, I had to open bake this because, again, I don't have a cast iron skillet. I don't have a Dutch oven. So this was just me in my regular electric oven, which you know how electric ovens can be. But it came out wonderful. So I'm sure the buns are going to be delicious tonight. So stick around and we'll get to folding up some laundry. And then I'll talk to you guys about what else I can post on our channel, Casa de Calderon, and you can let me know. Thanks again. See you soon.